Officers are called to a water park about a male reported to be exposing his private parts with children around in the public showers, as well as yelling and screaming about random things. The investigation proceeding, however, wouldn't go according to plan.
It's hard to know. At first we thought he was like a family member or a friend.
But if it looks not right to you guys, just call us. We'll come and figure it out.
Okay.
So then you guys don't have to be worried about it.
Okay.
And you said he jumped in this thing?
Yeah, he was lying in it full on with a kid. And the mom was there watching, but we finally realized he was probably not right.
Now this is where things start getting uncomfortable. Nobody has confirmed anything yet, but multiple people are feeling like something's off. And in situations involving kids, that instinct alone can trigger a police response. But here's the question. Should feeling uncomfortable be enough to escalate this far?
Little girls got very uncomfortable.
He was what?
Making the little girls at the play at the water park feel very uncomfortable.
Can you tell me what happened? We were told that he was over here exposing himself and
I didn't see that part, but I know that all of a sudden he's calling my daughter by her first name, which means he's listening to their conversations enough.
What did you see him doing?
Running through the water, acting like a complete turkey. I mean,
Okay, like he appeared to be intoxicated or something like that?
Oh yeah, not all there.
Okay. I'll talk to you over here. Hello. What did you see, Till?
He's coming over here to go to the stage to introduce the what's act.
Okay.
The kiddie pool.
He was where?
In the kiddie pool.
He was in the kiddie pool.
Yeah, totally in it. And I thought, okay, my first opinion was, it's just my opinion, I thought he was going to go to the doctor. So I went over to him and asked him kindly if he could get out of the kiddie pool. He said, what? You want me out?
Pay attention to how the story builds. No single witness saw everything, but together, their accounts start forming a pattern. And legally, that matters. Because probable cause isn't about certainty. It's about whether a reasonable officer believes something could be wrong based on what they're hearing.
And he did get out. He didn't give me any separate get out.
Okay. And then, ma'am, what's your last name?
Am I allowed to decline?
It just helps us, right? It helps our case.
Okay.
So, because that's not right. And the more people that we have to do, like go say, hey, yeah, he was doing this.
Okay.
Right?
I am going out of town very soon, so I won't be contactable.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
What's your last name? And same with her, you saw him jumping in that little kiddie pool there.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good trip. Enjoy your vacation.
Besides the kiddie pool, did you see him taking off clothing? Did you see him taking off anything?
I did not, but they had been watching him before I got here.
Okay.
So I would check this down.
And birthday. Oh, look at day over 20.
Thank you so much. And my hair color does not come out of a jar.
I can't even grow hair anymore, so you got me there. I appreciate you.
But the fact that he called her Nikki, which is her nickname.
Okay.
This is the moment the situation crosses a line. Officers decide to move in, and that decision is based entirely on behavior, not hard proof. So ask yourself, if you were in their position, with kids involved and conflicting stories, would you take the risk of not acting?
We were here yesterday, so was he, I don't know, was he here yesterday and
I didn't
overheard?
see him yesterday.
Yeah, right, and I don't know if he was or not. I just know that, like I said, today, her little radar went off and she's like, Mom, he just called me by my name.
Okay. Did she stop playing and everything?
Yeah, she immediately.
Perfect.
They didn't want to go back over there without me.
Okay.
Or one of us parents being right there. And even then they were hesitant.
We're going to get him out of here.
Officers now have enough evidence to detain the male suspect. Two officers now approach him on their bikes right as he attempts to leave the water park.
And I'm trying to breathe to the comments.
What are you doing, bro? Okay. Let's go put it in the handcuffs. Okay. Yep. What is this thing? Right now you're under arrest for disorderly conduct. That cuffs? You got it.
And just like that, everything escalates. The suspect pushes back, tensions rise, and now the focus shifts. Because legally, resistance changes the entire case. Even if the original accusation falls apart, what happens right here can still justify charges.
You're under arrest if you were wondering. You injured at all? Yes. Where are you injured at? Your what? Your left thigh? Straight your leg.
I told you not to do this, you said you weren't, and now you're doing it anyway. In front of kids. In front of kids, too.
You're the one taking showers in front of kids.
No, I'm not. You I have my clothes on, you piece of shit.
Oh.
Just right there. Stay right there. You have ID with you?
Yes, I do.
Where's it at?
In my bag. You know it. You know it's in my backpack.
No, I don't. Okay, where at in your backpack?
Get it out. You do this in front of children.
What's your first name, man? What's your first name?
Relax your hands, so I'm gonna take your watch off. Okay? There we go.
I was gonna stay home. You in front of these kids.
This is where things get intense. The language, the aggression, it's spiraling fast. And from a legal standpoint, officers now have to control the situation, not debate it. But here's something to think about. Is this defiance, intoxication, or something deeper going on?
Oh, that's not very nice. Where's your ID?
It's in my bag.
Where at in your bag?
Open up it. Well, why don't you go find it, you piece of shit? And open my bag. So why don't you take these handcuffs off? No. Too scared of me?
No. No.
Yeah, I'll f you up, you piece of shit. No. You can't do it, can you? You
Just so you know, you're being audio and video recorded.
I know I am.
Okay.
In front of children, you.
Hey, he is now in custody. We were just gonna have him leave, and he decided to tense up on us. And then after we put him down, he was like, "I should have punched you," and he was just swearing around and all that stuff. So
You better let me walk. You better let me walk home.
Why don't you just take a deep breath and relax? Then we can have a conversation. All I'm trying to do is have a conversation with you. That's it.
Then take the handcuffs off.
Nope.
Oh no, don't want to do that.
Yeah,
You take
good.
the handcuffs off and I'll.
Now we're seeing the aftermath, and it raises a bigger issue. When someone shows signs of instability, the case doesn't just stay criminal. It can shift into mental health territory. And that completely changes how the justice system handles everything moving forward.
Talk to you.
No, probably not.
Probably not. Think I can't handle it? You f***ing take me out of here and put me in jail. We're over. We're done. I f***ing had it.
Hey, Kent, how we doing? All right.
we need someone to transport this guy. Okay, I'll call him. Hey, do any of you guys over there have a car to transport this guy that we just fought? Thank you. Bye.
Do you want fire to come take a look at you?
No.
Okay.
I want to walk home.
Where's home?
Right there, and you know it.
I don't know. I don't know who you even are. That's why I'm asking you all these questions. This is Officer Brennan. He's going to take your fingerprint.
All right, we're gonna start with your right finger here, okay? Right pointer finger. All right, now we're gonna go to your left one. That'll work.
If you just update his information.
We're running the call for you?
Yeah, please.
Yep, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
Yep.
Are you going to relax? I am relaxed. Okay.
Stand up for me, man. We'll walk around the stage.
I'll watch the bikes.
Yeah.
Get my back.
I'll grab his bag.
You're the one pushing him down. I thought you said you weren't taking me out of here. Well, I tell you what. Oh, God. Don't put me in that car.
Sir, go ahead and take a seat, please. Thank you. Oh, this is Teddy? That's Teddy?
Yeah.
No! His warrants are mine from pulling fire alarms.
Yeah.
No! I didn't even recognize him. Yeah, I didn't even recognize the guy. He looks bad. He looks really bad, yeah. Thanks, dude.
Yep. Is he fighty?
He immediately tensed up, said he should have punched us, and we put him on the ground.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Nothing you can't handle.
This incident took place on July 15, 2023 in Kent, Washington. While officers weren't able to get information that matched the initial call for service, the multiple stories about the suspect's misconduct in the kiddie pool as well as his resistance gave them probable cause to charge him with public nuisance and obstructing a law enforcement officer. The suspect, Theodore, also had a warrant for his arrest out of the Kent Police Department for tampering with a fire alarm. While the legal proceedings of this case aren't available, court records indicate Theodore has a history of complications with his competency to stand trial in other incidents he's been involved in, which has possibly resulted in delaying the case or shifting it toward mental evaluation rather than immediate prosecution. Theodore is presumed innocent unless proven guilty in a court of law.
Now, I had to take a second to sit with this one because nothing about it felt loud or chaotic, but it should make all of us think a little deeper. Now, you're watching a situation here where the actual arrest is almost secondary because what stands out is the behavior before the cuffs even go on. The yelling and the way he's moving through a space filled with kids like there were no boundaries at all. When someone starts ignoring basic social limits in a public space, especially around children, that's usually not a one-off moment. In my patrolling days, I learned that disorderly or escalating behavior in public spaces is often tied to impaired judgment or an inability to control your actions under stress. Now, drop that kind of behavior into a place full of families. You don't need a report or a charge to feel something's off. And something else, it's subtle but worth our attention. He's worried about being arrested in front of kids that aren't even his. Think about that for a second, because that kind of concern usually comes from knowing how your behavior is being perceived, not just what you're doing. And that's where this changes, not just an arrest, but awareness, because places like this feel controlled until they're not. So question, when you're out with your family, are you just there or are you actually paying attention to what's happening around you?